Welcome to European Stock Trend Prediction channel. So I was not able to make videos during the past month due to a long distance trip. So I will continuously try to make videos from now on and try to come back to normal. So in this video, I talk about the Tesla stock price prediction and analysis. This is the Tesla weekly chart and this is the Tesla daily chart. So for example, if you choose a weekly chart, so each vertical bar is the 1 week's fluctuation of the stock price, and this kind of a trend line. So different level of trend lines are predicted by the European stock prediction model, and the level of the trend lines at the tip of that are basically the predicted target high and target low at different levels for the next time frame. So for example, if this is a weekly chart, so the tip of these trend lines are the predicted target high and target low for the next week. So if you choose a daily chart, so each vertical bar is one day's fluctuation. So this is last Friday, this is last Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday and Monday. So today is April 29th, so that's basically is the last trade days in April. So next Monday that will start a new month. So this is a daily chart, and last Friday it opened here and also still have a good move, the increase, and the close price is here. The close price is still a little bit above this yellow trend line. So all these trend lines for the daily chart are still going up. So that means it still have a good increasing momentum for early next week. But you know, this weekly chart, you see this weekly chart, the trend lines are still have the decreasing trend. So at this range last week it opened here and have a drop and continuously drops down to this trend line, and then it back to this almost to the original opening price. So it's still above this trend line, but it still can't reach this yellow trend line. So you see this next week, and the yellow trend line for this tip is around $164.3. It's close to this closing price. So depends on which price it opened early next week. So if it's opened slightly above this yellow trend line, so it may still trying to push up to this $169 to the tip of this yellow trend line. But you know, it still have a very good high probability it will drop down to this $157, and that's for the around the middle of a week, and it may still have a potential, very high potential, may drop it down even down to this $150 range. But during the early next week it may still trying to push up, and if early next week if it's dropped still down to this around $162, so if it can break this yellow trend line, that means if the price doesn't drop below this, it may still have a very high probability to increase to this $168. So but it will drop down below this yellow trend line, it may have a tendency to recover around this $159.9. But generally, if it still shows a more decreasing trend, then start from the middle of the week or later on, it may still trying to drop. So the next week is still have the downtrend possibility, and the fluctuation of the next week is about at least cover this $157 and may up to $169. And if this support can't be supported and dropped down below this $157, it may drop even down to $150. So because next week it will start a new month. So if you check this monthly chart, and you see monthly chart, so last Thursday, and also it dropped around below this range, and so the last week is still fluctuate around this low price region, and it right now last Friday it's going up, and it's almost going up to this blue trend line. So if you zoom this up a little bit, you see the last Friday the closing price is still below this yellow trend lines. So that means that is still a little bit bearish. So it is not a very good sign. So it may trying to push, but this could be a very strong resistance. And you see this monthly chart, these trend lines are still have a very strong decreasing trend, and so the downtrend. So next month it may push up to this $178, but it still have a very high possibility tendency drop down to this $143. So $143. So if this does not hold very well, it may even drop down below this $143. So it may have a tendency to even drop down below this range. In this range, $143 may have a very have a small tendency to maybe go even down to this range, but the normal fluctuation range at least cover this range. So the high probability is still fluctuate around this $143 and $178. So have a small possibility, or maybe even drop down below this range. But the next month, the general fluctuation range is still around this range. May have a tendency to push it up to $178. So if you are interested in this kind of analysis, you are welcome to subscribe European Stock Trend Prediction channel, or you can just try to find more information about the European prediction tools through europeanstock.com. europeanstock.com, that's an online store. Thanks for watching the video.